Well, the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund is partnered with a great organization in support of our servicemen and women. The organization is called BattleSaint. It sells bracelets and scarves in honor of our troops. The money raised by BattleSaint goes to the NICO Satellite Center campaign, which is building 9 traumatic brain injury and post-traumatic stress diagnostic centers all over the country. Joining us now, Cynthia Lemay, founder of BattleSaint, and Bill White, director of the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund. Guys, thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
First of all, let's get this out of the way because I need that.
Here you go.
I need one of the bracelets.
Right.
Slip it on so I can continue along with the interview.
Perfect.
All right, Cynthia. So I was reading $75,000 so far contributed. That's not too shabby.
So far, yes. We've had incredible support across the world. We've had celebrities, Zac Brown Band, Hillbilly Vegas, the actors from the Band of Brothers, and just a grassroots efforts to get these donations much needed to the Intrepid.
What was it that made you get going on this, made you want to start BattleSaint?
Yep. We had a family reunion, and there were 7 members of my family that were there that were actively serving. And around a big bonfire one night, I began to hear stories of war and close calls and lost friends that were just compelling and heartbreaking. And I knew I wanted to do something to make a difference. So I designed a very specific, unique bracelet with saints relevant to the military, and decided to start these. You know, something I started around my kitchen table, had no idea it would grow as much as it has. So
that's unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, you guys are doing some kind of job, and you read about it. Some of the accounts where soldiers have actually said that the BattleSaint bracelets have saved their lives, I guess, in their minds.
Right.
And it almost acts as a stress reliever for relatives of the soldiers.
It does. When you go to our Facebook group, we hear all kinds of stories from relatives that say just having these beads, they use them sometimes as worry beads, and it relieves the stress just knowing there's a sense of protection around their loved ones when they're gone. And then we had one individual who was actually paralyzed, and he sat there and prayed with his bracelet, and it was a miracle, and he's no longer paralyzed. So
that is unbelievable. BattleSaint.com if you want some more information. Now, Bill, the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund has provided nearly $150 million to support of families of military personnel. That is unbelievable. How did this whole thing get started? It was, what, about 2000 or so?
Yes. In fact, after we heard that when you got killed in Iraq or Afghanistan or any war prior to 2003, our country would only give a check for $6,000, half of which was taxable to the loved one of a fallen hero, and it was really a national disgrace.
So they only got $6,000, and it was a taxable check.
Half of it was taxable.
That's unbelievable.
It's insane. And it's really a slap. You know, today I just watching the Intrepid. I worked there for 20 years, and it's very emotional to see those pictures. And now we're leading this campaign to raise another $100 million. You know, the Fisher family, Rich Santulli, they write the check so that 100% of every single penny that this saint right here, Saint Lemay and family are providing will go to build those centers. You know, there's a suicide a day. So as we honor those who have given the ultimate sacrifice today, Scott, we want to thank you and NBC for putting this on, because
our pleasure.
Because the problem is we have 600,000 of these kids coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan who need help, and these centers will actually help save lives. So when you're given, you know, protection, you got yours on, I got mine on.
Leaving it on.
$5, you know, 100% of that, when it goes to the Fallen Heroes Fund, will go to building these centers to help saving lives immediately. So we got to hurry up and raise this money. We raised $35 million, and we couldn't do it without people like the Lemay family and people out there. You know, a young guy, Riley Collins, who lives in Minneapolis, sold me my first bracelet for $5, and I'll never forget it. And his parents, Heidi and Matt Collins, Heidi used to be on CNN and now on Fox, and she's an anchor, and her husband was in the Air Force. So it really ties these families together in a way that's grassroots and incredible.
BattleSaint.com. And the soldiers actually wear the scarves out in the field.
They do. They wear these in country. These are invaluable. They buy them on the streets, and they wear them around their necks. It protects them from dust storms. It provides a pillow to sleep on when all they have is the ground, and they can also use them as a tourniquet if they have nothing else. So they're invaluable to them.
Guys, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you so much.
Cynthia Lemay, Bill White. BattleSaint.com.
Thank you so much.
I'm not taking this off now.
Love it. Thank you.
I feel protected.